You ready to enter the juice machine? Oh man, he's so cute. I don't even care if my joke was ruined. Was that looked like a piece of bacon? Was that a bacon strip?
Yeah, it was a bacon strip.
Wonder what those are made of. I bet they're delicious. Have you ever tried one?
Soy. No, I
Soy
have
and
some.
liquid
I have more in my
smoke.
pocket. I could try some. Bruce's nose is in my pocket right now.
After this beer, I may want to.
Ready, puppy?
Oh, do you really?
Ready? No, no,
It's
wait,
like,
wait,
let me
wait, wait,
roll.
wait. No, I didn't say go yet.
Oh,
Go. Good boy.
oh, good boy. All right, now we're good boys, so we get to have a treat as well. We're gonna have
Hell
some
yeah.
juice machine from Treehouse Brewing. Um, I didn't know this. Did you know this? I saw the back of the
Yep.
can. Juice machine is essentially a marriage of King Julius malt bill with a hopping schedule more intense than that of Very Green.
No, I didn't know that. I'm just kidding.
I tend to not read a lot of their cans, so I just expect a lot of pretentious nonsense.
Dude,
So
the thing is, this is the thing is, I used to always read the bag of cereal boxes. I would read the bag of Doritos. They have these stupid fucking explanations around the back. And I used to do that with cans of beer, and I completely stopped like 10 years ago.
dude, read the second paragraph. Like this is the better of all
Yeah,
the freaking
Magnum,
cans they made.
Columbus, Amarillo, Citra, Galaxy. Yeah, mango, creamy orange, sorbet, papaya, passion fruit, juicy hop flavor. Yeah, it sounds incredible.
Yep, and this was
Now, I've
canned.
had this beer before,
Oh yeah, 1,000 times, 1,000 times.
but
Remember when this beer people would wait
was it?
for
It was a
like,
whale.
and we'd be like, I don't know, like, oh man, I can't wait to go, like waiting forever to get this beer. And now I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna wait ever again for any beer.
Well, now this is right down the street from your house.
Yeah. And it's like it's just so easy to get. Canned this month, canned 15 days ago. Like, come on.
Look at
Um,
that, Sean. Look at fucking that.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it is absolutely phenomenal looking. The head is gorgeous. These glasses are gorgeous. We could have done our Treehouse 6th anniversary juice machine glasses, um, but we were lazy. We didn't want to do it because these glasses
But
are great too.
also, this is a better glass, honestly. I like it. I
It's.
like my T-Coos. Don't get me wrong. This is a better glass for me.
Have you ever put a non Treehouse beer in this glass?
Yeah,
I don't think to ever use this glass unless I'm a Treehouse beer. I don't know how my brain functions.
I won't pull it out if my first beer is not a treehouse beer. Like I'll have it out to pour treehouse beer in there, and then I'll have other beer and keep pouring them.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, maybe I have done that then. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should.
Dude, this looks like an ice cream.
Dude, it does.
It's just dense. Like I can scoop the head out with a spoon and just eat it.
We're still talking about beer, right?
I was talking about your
Anyways,
yep
uh,
beer.
yeah, yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. I haven't had a proper juice machine. I've had like variants over the last recently. Like I had like juicy machine. I have a can of that in the fridge. I have juicier machine or something like that. I don't know. It's Blue Label. I've had Queen machine. I don't think I've had proper juice machine in forever. You getting
I
those?
had some variant that I got from someone at one of the beer fests. Those are the beer tuberpaloozas.
Oh, I was like, you had a bad juice machine at the beer fest we went to a couple weeks ago. Okay, yeah, that
No, no,
makes
no,
sense.
no, no. Sorry, one of the beer tuberpaloozas. I forget what it was. Like either Queen Machine or something. It was really,
Yeah,
really, really fucking good. So,
we're already smelling it.
dude,
We're both already smelling it.
yeah, I was smelling while you were talking about it. I couldn't help
Yeah, I know,
myself.
dude.
It is like Skittles and Starburst and candy fucking fruit. It smells incredible.
Let's
It's
just drink it.
ambrosia.
Ambrosia salad. It is the
Ambrosia.
culmination of all their I feel like this culmination of all their core beers, essentially.
But when I say ambrosia, I don't mean ambrosia salad. I mean ambrosia like nectar of the gods.
Let's do it. Clink. This is the nectar of the gods.
Oh, fuck.
Did you see that Forbes has an article on Treehouse? They just released, and it's
No.
titled. I'm probably paraphrasing it, but it's like the world's or the largest. I don't know if it's the world's largest, but the largest craft brewery that you probably don't know about. And I was like, "Excuse me, probably don't know about." And I guess they're like, and then I thought about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I guess like unless you're really big into beer, right? Like you may not know about Trios, but like there's got to be someone in your inner circle that's into beer that's into Treehouse that gets it." But then they said in the article, I didn't read the full article, should have, but just is just me being me. Um, they said that they are the largest on earth self, not self-distributed. What's the word I'm looking for? I forget the word they use. Basically, the largest on earth brewery that sells direct to consumer,
Huh. Is
which
that true?
makes sense, right? Like,
Well, they have like 6 locations now, don't they?
yeah, yeah. Which I
Makes
guess
sense.
makes sense given the amount of beer that they have, right? Like,
Well, every time we go to the brewery, they have like 30 fucking something beers on draft, you know?
in so much on in cans. So I guess I can't argue with that. I can't think of another brewery that only does direct to consumer.
William does.
This no, they don't. No,
They distro?
hmm not regularly.
When?
They don't distro around here. That's the thing. When I was in North Carolina for work back in end of April, we went to. I met up with Larry and John when I got there on that Sunday. We went to this beer bar that I've been to before. It's really great. They have a bunch of stuff. But they had cases of Trillium.
No kidding. I
Yeah,
haven't seen Trillium in distro in a year. I mean, I used to see them. I used to travel to see, but I haven't seen
I
them
don't
in
think they
years.
distro around here because they don't need to, right? And
I
plus,
think they should.
they they ship they ship to like Ohio, I think Pennsylvania. Yeah, which I guess that's still
I should.
considered direct to consumer, probably, right? Yeah, that's probably still
They don't
considered
ship
direct
to
to
my
consumer.
house.
No, they don't. I don't know. And they
They
ship to
did
me.
ship their whiskey here.
Yeah, that's weird, right? But yeah, no, they definitely
Yeah.
did. Like, I guess they definitely distribute. It's just not around like here, which I guess it makes sense. Like, if you have enough foot traffic, if you really don't, if you're not feeling like you're hurting financially from like your local traffic, yeah, ship out and see what else you can get. But this isn't about that. We're just again, we've had this beer multiple times. We love it. So
Right. This the thing is, this is hitting really nice right now.
yeah,
It is big. It is big, big, big. Which is crazy because the ABV is not that insane. It's 8.2. It tastes huge. Not
it's
not that it
probably like a bunch of
tastes.
people that are like, "What do you mean?" Kyle's like, "What? Not big."
No, like I mean, like it is absolutely just massive in the palate. It coats the whole mouth. It has a huge like fruit component. It has a big caramel component, but it bitters off beautifully.
Mhm.
Has a nice. It's not just this saccharine sweet. It is big. It's fruity. It has caramel. It has a big punch, and then it bitters off beautifully,
Yeah, this
making me
is,
want to take another sip.
and it's so soft. Everything is so soft. The fruits are so soft. The ambrosia you mentioned that is just like it is truly an amalgamation. There's a little the one like this one. There is a little hop burn. I don't know if you're getting it from your can. There is a little bit of a
Oh,
hop
I'm
burn on
not
it.
at all.
Oh, weird.
Interesting. No, I'm not at all.
A
Fine,
little bit.
smooth and delicious. Interesting.
I didn't get it in that last sip. I don't know. Weird. But anyways, like this beer is fantastic. Like it is what it says it is. It's called Juice Machine, right? Like and like the funny thing is like this is the type of beer like we were saying earlier like this beer would you have to wait hours for, right? And you get like 2 cans
Oh
or
yeah.
4 cans, right?
Oh yeah.
And now they release it, and I don't even honestly, I don't even think to buy it. Like when you gave me the can, I was like, oh yeah, juice machine. It's just like it's so regularly available. It's just something I know. Oh, if I want to get it next week, I'll go get it. It's insane.
Yeah, that's when I first ever saw it, like on I was on like an order ahead of time. It was always 2 cans to get it, where it was like four. I was like, wow, like even that was the thing. And I don't know if I would have gotten it if I wasn't trying to fill up 2 cases.
Oh, I see.
But I wanted it more than anything else I already had to have a second, like an additional 4 pack.
Yeah.
Um, my issue is not the beer. My issue is I almost never order IPAs almost anywhere anymore. This is the only IPA I ordered, I think, out of 12 4 packs. I just don't think to order IPAs since I'm not a snob. I don't care. I mean, I guess I'm a snob, but I'm not like an IPA snob. I'm not a beer. Like I'm not in that way. I got a whole bunch of stuff I hadn't really had before. I did the Hefeweizen. I did the Hefeweizen with the
Orange.
well, no, that was the wit beer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
I did Hefeweizen. I did Hefeweizen with a different hop profile, dry hopped. I did the wit beer. I did the wit beer with orange. I did cold. I did a bunch of different things, mostly that I never had before. But then I bounced it off with the Kolsch and then the juice machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's it's a whale that when I had it when it was a whale didn't do much for me. It was good, but I didn't know what I was expecting, and without all of that sort of expectation, it's a fucking great beer, Sean. It's a
It's
great
fantastic.
beer.
We
This
did a
is
treehouse beer earlier in the night, and like it was really good. But
yeah,
this is
it's excellent.
textbook treehouse.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is like necessarily better. The other one's probably a little fucking cleaner, but this is like this is treehouse in their excess.
It's just
When their excess is
oozing.
awesome.
It's just oozing overripened tropical fruits. It's just like super
Mm.
like the bubble gum's there. Everything is like someone comes, they never had treehouse before. Like, what beer do you give them? This, right? Like everyone wants Julius is freaking fantastic, and I always take that beer for granted whenever I take a sip of it. I'm like, oh, this beer's so good. But like, I feel like
Yeah,
this is like when you come to Treehouse, this is sort of what you're expecting. Juice machine. The name says
yeah,
it, right? Like,
yeah. This is the epitome of treehouse, but it's not what I go to treehouse for, which is so weird.
no,
But
no, 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 no. Of course not.
yeah,
But other
but I
people
love it.
do. Like, if you're coming from never
Yeah.
had this type of stuff before, of course you're gonna get this, right? But like, we're we're
Mhm.
we're fucking spoiled, man.
Super, super.
Living in New England, we are
I was
so
so happy to
spoiled.
get a treehouse beer. I was so happy to get a treehouse beer that didn't blow my mind recently. I was like, oh, thank God, they're fucking human.
I said that, I think I said the same thing when I had that beer the saison. I was like, okay, good. They don't do everything well. Uh, yeah, it's mind
Sean,
blowing.
I love that this is smooth and
Yeah,
punchy and fruity and sweet, and then it bitters off clean. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
in the can art,
I
so
got
good.
oh, it's so good. I do wish I had the energy to go dig out my glass,
Yeah, same. But like,
but
look at that's a poster.
but it,
I don't even want the
it's
juice
so
machine
good.
thing. I just want that dude on a poster.
So perfect. Yeah, it's not what I go to Treehouse for, but this is Treehouse in a nutshell right here.
I mean, next time I go, like I went a couple weeks ago. I went a couple weeks ago. I went a couple times in the last couple weeks, few weeks. Anyways, and I was like I was like, do I want something new? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a green. I never get a. Oh, no, I got a very green. I was like, I never get something like core or whatever or base. And I'm like, next time I go, I feel like I need to get just a juice machine on draft, just because like it's so yeah. Like all the
When we've
others,
gone,
yeah,
they've had it on draft, and I'll get some other shit.
same.
And the thing is, I don't always want to get the same thing. I want to get other things for sure. And you can't just keep drinking there. You have limited amounts that you can drink because they're
Not anymore.
stupid. Any day?
Weekends, I believe they do have limits. Maybe.
Yeah, the days I go.
Oh, yeah, fair.
The limits of 3.
Yeah,
The days that I go. I don't go during the week because I have to get up for work at fucking 4 in the morning.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And I don't get home from work till 3:15 or something. You know what I mean? Like, this is not me crying. I'm happy with my job, but it's like,
To be
and
fair, if you're
honestly,
gonna go ahead,
no, go ahead. You're
I was
right.
gonna say to be fair, if you're gonna go there and you want to drink a bunch of IPAs, where's the benefit of IPAs on draft versus cans? And this is, I mean, if you don't like lagers, then you're not gonna like my next statement. You can get so many lagers on side pull.
That's the issue. Is when I go there, like, what do you have a typo?
Yeah,
And
like they
like,
should be like, "What are you drinking? Maybe you can either get 3 double IPAs on a weekend, or you can get 5 side pulls." I feel like 5 side pulls is fair. The side pulls
yeah,
are only going to be maybe 5.5, maybe.
right. And but I get all those cans. I bring them back to your house, and I shit my
Right?
pants after drinking a ton
Exactly.
of
We
them.
would we then at
Yeah,
that point we could come we could take the cans back and go drink them. It's like this on draft versus this in a can. There's definitely going to be maybe a little bit of a difference. The experience of being there is
but
like that,
the
obviously.
but the difference between that, like a can of of a pilsner and a side pull, that's a fucking different thing. It's a different
Yeah.
product. Just
Oh,
that big foamy. Dude, even like I said, I was at Sam Adams a couple weeks ago, and like I was getting side pull. It was like fucking amazing. It was amazing.
when I was there,
Yeah.
was it last? No, it was last 2 Thursdays ago. The guy I was with, it was Jeff, and he goes, we were waiting in line, and he goes, "When's it too much foam where it's offensive?" And I was like, "Huh?" And he turns, he goes, "That guy's beer right there. Hold up your no, you don't have a Stein. I don't even have it either." But anyways, he was like, it was like this, and I was like, "No, that's not offensive." And I was like, me 10 years ago, probably I would have been like, oh no, maybe more than 10 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's not
The
anymore. And,
first
and then I
time
explained
I
like milk all pours to him, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's not. It's
we were at that spot in Philly last year. Those that was
you mean the
amazing.
robot,
Yeah, and when I was at Sam, that guy made me some foam pullers. Yeah,
dude,
I was the only one in the
dude,
bar. He didn't even fuck. It was a good time.
dude, so
The
fucking good."
first the first time I had a side pull beer that I can think of, honestly, was because of Matt from Massive Beers.
That was like the same time I had a side pull too. We were at Beer Palooza. The guy was in a kilt, right?
Yes,
What was that? Manskirt. Duh. Of
Manscaped. Yeah, that
course.
was that was a revelation.
Yes.
And when I came back and there were places here that had it, I didn't even know. I didn't even realize. And that was the end of that for me. I was fucked after that.
Yeah.
I should probably sue him.
Yeah, it is Matt's fault.
It's my fault. Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, there's a good chance that if I didn't know Matt existed, I may not have gotten to beer tube. There are other beer tubers that I watched that helped me wanted to do beer reviews, but he was there. Beer tube Palooza, he did that, and then he got us into Disciples. So yeah, I guess yeah, you could probably. I think we have a case. We could probably sue him.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we should. Anyways, no one cares
We are
anymore. But
we're so
yeah,
far off track at this point.
whatever. I said at the beginning of this review, we love this beer.
It's a
We've
love
already had
letter.
it before. This is going to be like a wine step finder review, right? This is just us loving it. If you're still watching, I think Kyle commented on a beer review. This is why we always go along because we do this stuff. Kyle commented on a beer review a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Came for the beer review, stayed for the banter," and that's what this is. Like this is this. If you're still watching, awesome. If you're not, or well, if you're not, then you're not. But if you're wondering why we're still rambling, we're not really talking about the beer. I don't know. this type of stuff. How many times have you had a beer? If you're still watching and you're still wondering, how many times have you had a beer that you've had many times? You just want to talk about it, have a love letter, and explain to other people why this beer is good. And then just talk about your situations of why you love beer. That's what this is. That's what it is. Anyways,
It
down
is
in the
weird.
comments.
I'll leave this. It is weird that this is a beer somehow we haven't reviewed before because we've had it so many times.
It it's a beer. I always say like not this one in particular, but there are beers like where I've you don't take it for granted, but like it's so good you just like drink it and don't think about it. You know what I mean? Or like you
Yeah,
just drink it so good and then we're like, oh yeah, this beer is it actually it is very, especially like back in the day when this was like we were like chasing the hype. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, yeah.
So good.
There's,
Love it. Love it.
why don't
Love
they
it.
have a
Love it.
full
Love it.
can for this though? You'd think that this point that as much as they're brewing it, there would be a full wrap. But anyways, um, but now I can put it on the fridge. Down in the comments, have you had Juice Machine by Treehouse? What do you think of Treehouse in general? What's your favorite Treehouse beer? What's your favorite Juice Machine beer? There's like 17,000, I think. Then if you go to the brewery, add on like 45,000 because of all the leftover fruit they have to throw in it. And yeah, nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky. Nope, that's not. Twitter's not a thing anymore. I just can't get outros right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit those notification bells here if I'm posting videos. And I'm Sean. That's Mike. This is Nerdsense. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bud.